Hi, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about survivorship guilt. I did not know what it was when I was diagnosed. I knew that as a young mother in my 30s that I didn't really fit in with the patients that were in the gynecological oncology unit. Most of the people that had a gynecological cancer, statistically anyway, are in their mid to late 60s. I just didn't feel like I fit in with that group. My doctor even said that I wouldn't feel a lot of reassurance for talking about losing my fertility and the struggles you face as a young person by going to meet with that support group. So fortunately for me, well, somewhat fortunately for me, after a couple of months, the cancer hospital here in Columbus, Ohio started a young survivors group, and I went to that and I did meet a couple of really great people that I'm still friends with today. But the majority of the young survivors were actually children's hospital patients that grew up with cancer and have been dealing with it since their infancy or young childhood. So they're young adults just learning how to live their life and start relationships. And I didn't fit in with that group either. So I really felt like I didn't have a group for me. There's no young mothers, mid to early 30s type people that I could really relate to. On top of that, my cancer treatment kind of made me feel like an outcast as well. So I had a radical hysterectomy, but I did not need to have radiation and chemo. And so from a cancer standpoint, for some reason, I felt like I don't fit in with the cancer crowd because I didn't have radiation and chemo. And from a non-cancer standpoint, I didn't really feel like I fit in with my friends because I was too cancery for my friends, but not cancery enough for the cancer crowd. And I just really felt displaced. And there's nothing worse than feeling like you don't have a belonging or a group of people around you that understand what you're going through. The sad thing is that sometimes your friends, when you're going through treatment, to protect you and in ways they think they're helping, they try to shelter you from information that they would normally share with you, like the trivial boyfriend drama and work drama and all that kind of stuff. They shelter you from it because they feel bad, like their problems are trivial and that you're dealing with something so difficult. But in reality, you still want to hear about all those things. You don't want to talk about cancer all the time and your treatment. You want to hear about the lousy boyfriend and the terrible boss at work and all that kind of stuff. So the good news is that if you share how you feel with your friends and that you want to hear those things because it does make you feel better, they'll go back to treating you the way you were before, and it really helps your well-being. But from a cancer standpoint, the guilt of feeling like you don't fit in because you didn't have radiation and chemo, I still feel that sometimes, and it's been a few years. I have other problems from my treatment, so I have lymphedema, and not everyone has that, but it's just strange that you think you have to go through the ringer to feel like you fit in to relate to people that go through this experience. On the other side of the coin, sometimes it's scary to meet someone that does have the same stage of cancer as you have and the same treatment. I've had that occurrence, and the people that I met have died. And then that also makes you realize, how scary and dangerous this disease is and how there's so much uncertainty as to why one person has one outcome and another person doesn't. So you really long to meet people that are in your category. I definitely did. I just needed, someone to relate to. And then when I found a few people that I could, the outcome for them was not that great. And that was depressing on top of it. So I guess the bottom line is it's going to be depressing. It's going to be a big downer. And you're probably not going to find someone that has the exact same experience as you. And that is okay, because it's individualistic. Everyone's going to have their own experience. Don't feel like if yours is different from someone else's that it's less. You have every right to feel everything that you're feeling. And if you feel misplaced or if you feel sad, it's called survivorship guilt. There's varieties of levels of it, and you can look it up online or talk to your doctor about it, and they'll help you get through with it.